Okay, hey y'all. In this video, I want to talk about my net worth. All right, so net worth is your assets minus your liabilities. Technically, it could be described as everything that you own minus everything that you owe. But we're not going to go that drastic. We are not about to start itemizing this house, even though if you passed away and you owe something, they will put your estate up for sale and they will piecemeal and sell things one by one and get whatever value they can to settle your debts. But we're not going to do that. We are going to just pick a few things and we're going to talk about the value of those things, and then we're going to talk about what I owe. And then we're going to take those numbers, one number subtracted by the other number, and what's left over is going to be what my net worth is. I never really thought about my net worth until, again, I started watching people's YouTube videos. And the main inspiration behind this video is the YouTube channel One Big Happy, where they did a similar video where they discuss their net worth, okay? So we're going to talk about three main categories that I'm counting as assets: cars, property, and savings. Okay, my cars. And I know that a lot of people feel like cars are not an asset, but guess what? If it can be sold for a price, it is an asset. Cars depreciate every day, every month, every year. So we do expect this asset to depreciate over the years. But some of the things I have should appreciate over the years, balancing it all out, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about with the cars is this. I really have control over two cars that if I wanted to, I could sell. I could sell more than that, but I'm not going to take away people's cars and start selling them. So right now we're going to talk about two cars. I have a Mitsubishi, and that, according to Kelly's Blue Book, is worth $1,200, $1,200. And I was very lenient on these values, and I didn't list them as great condition, good condition, or anything like that, just fair. And then the Mitsubishi, according to Kelly Blue Book, it is worth $40,500. So I listed those two things as an asset. The second thing are properties. I own two homes. Well, I have the pleasure for paying for two homes. You know, I just feel like in America, you never really truly own anything, especially if you have to still pay property taxes and personal property taxes on them. Let me tell you something. Don't pay them taxes and see what you own. Okay, so one house is worth, and this is according to Zillow, $636,492, and I owe $476,590. So that leaves the asset of it $159,902. My second home, and this is sad because the second home I owned longer than the home that we just spoke about. And that one, according to Zillow, is worth $248,153. And I owe $241,448 on that. Yeah. Property values not holding too well where that home is. And then the other thing about that is there's actually a ton of mistakes I did with that property that I could talk about in some other video. It won't be this video. So basically, that is still an asset. It's on the asset side of the house because there's $6,705 that it's worth after we settle the debt on that, okay? I own a timeshare too, but I couldn't find any reliable data for how much it would be worth if I went to sell it, or how much it's worth. Yeah, timeshares to me, again, I did videos on this. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of timeshares. I feel like they're a big scam, and I really wish that the government could do something about it. But anyway, so yeah, so the timeshare I'm not putting in any category. My timeshare is paid for, so it's definitely not a debt. And but I'm not listing it as an asset either, because while I do make money on it every year, and while I can write things off on taxes because I use it as a business, yeah, there's no way to really lay out how it serves me. Let's see. And then between my savings and my 401ks, I added this up somewhere. Hold on, there should be a pause button. Did I add all of these things up? And so for my savings and 401ks, I have $134,790. Okay, so this leaves me with a net worth of, let me see something. That leaves my net worth $340,891. I'm pretty happy about that because January 2016 is when I started actually paying attention to my finances. So a lot of this is what was done by default. The past year is what was done on purpose. So I so look forward to seeing how this number is going to grow as I continue to do what I'm doing on purpose. Thank you all for watching. Again, some of you may not agree with what I included as my assets. Usually the biggest part that people don't agree with is when you include cars. But again, as we revisit this year after year, the cars will depreciate in value as other things appreciate in value, namely homes. Hope that other home gets some more money. But yeah. So until next time, thank you all for watching, liking, and possibly subscribing. This is me, Tinesha Davis, Fun and Budget at.